Hello, everyone. My name is Mike, co-founder and CEO of Glowfish. And back there, you see two of my other founding teams, Vamsi and Jose, who are with me today. And we integrate with IoT device manufacturers and platforms to power what we call the intelligence of things. So if we think historically about what industrial monitoring really entailed, it was essentially fit for purpose, but rather dumb devices that were recording data, delivering that to super complex dashboards, and there were trained experts that would sit there 24/7 monitoring that system, specifically to inject intelligence into the system. We come to today and look at industrial IoT platforms. Despite the claims of hundreds of IoT platforms that exist today, little more than the same thing is being done. You have relatively dumb devices at the edge of networks communicating information to platforms, which are little more than dashboards with arguably prettier graphs and charts. So what's the problem with this? Well, cheap connected devices actually create lots of applications in industrial monitoring. But in many of those cases, the monitoring applications are not within the core business of the operators because of the breadth of applications that arise because of cheap connectable devices. So where is the intelligence in the system? Well, today, IoT platforms are not providing that. And that's why we built Glowfish. So what Glowfish does is ingest sensor and device data. It then learns from that, makes decisions in an automated fashion, and returns those decisions back to the operators. So how are we implemented today? Well, we provide organizational and operational intelligence. Specifically, we have a software as a service model where we integrate with, again, IoT platforms or hardware providers and provide predictive maintenance, early warning, and other facility and device management solutions through the cloud. But we see a sea change coming in industrial IoT. In particular, moving those decisions to the edge, or some people might say the fog, if there are any Cisco fans here. So essentially, why would we want to do this? Well, there are many reasons. First, we can actually provide the same value and intelligence as we could in the cloud. However, now on the edge, we can do several things better. It can be more secure, it can actually be faster, and because we can tap into the unused compute resources of the IoT devices and the access points and other network capabilities, we can do it at a fraction of the cost. So we can deliver our service on the network for tens of cents per unit monitored per month. So how are we uniquely qualified to capitalize on this opportunity? Well, the moment that you go from cloud all the way down the stack to what we call the edge or the devices themselves, this requires a broad knowledge that our team has over 4 decades in. Things like embedded systems, hardware and sensors, API and cloud infrastructure and applications, and finally machine learning and signal processing. So what does a typical engagement look like for us? Well, today, this is one of our pilots with an SF restaurant chain that needed Glowfish to monitor old and potentially faulty refrigeration units. The idea was, could we prevent loss of perishables in their restaurants? If they had gone with IoT sensors alone, or one of the typical IoT platforms that you find, what they would have been able to do at best was get late notification of a failure that had already occurred. By using us, we were able to give them the advanced notice of potential failures and actually save them thousands of dollars in just 8 weeks in 2 units that would have potentially failed, verified by maintenance. So how are we reaching customers today? We have 3 avenues. 1, OEM applications or device manufacturers and embedding Glowfish into those devices. Also, we have IoT platforms that we're integrating with. We have 2 integrations currently and are looking forward to another 2 integrations in the next quarter. And finally, direct to customer. We see rapid engagement in industries as broad as light industrial, entertainment, and food and beverage. Thank you. And if you're interested in learning more about how our team is defining the new industrial intelligence of things, please come up to me afterwards or contact me at michael@glowfish.io. Thank you.